The king escorted Ma Yingchong and his party to the misty forest. However, one of the guards carrying the luggage suddenly stopped, gasping for breath due to the weight of the box. The king knowingly asked why the clothes in the box were so heavy. Ma Yingchong felt embarrassed and scolded the guard's detention. Soon, the box made a sound and emitted a strange odor. Hu Dai pushed open the box and walked out of it. Ma Yingzhang was angry, so he quickly drew his knife and poured the weakening powder given to him by China, but the king managed to resist it. However, they were no match for Hu Dai and the king's personal bodyguard, as they were easily subdued. At that moment, a guard from the Beastly King Palace arrived and reported that the princess was missing. The king became extremely worried and heard cries for help from deep within the forest. The princess woke up to find herself in the misty forest, and when she looked at Shoner, she saw a murderous intent in her eyes. Scared, the princess tried to move backward but had no strength to resist. Just as Shoner was about to approach, the king suddenly appeared and drove her away. The princess was surprised and wondered how the king knew she was there. However, before he could respond, he suddenly knelt down. Chinner had already gotten up and rushed towards them with a dagger. Seeing this, the princess hurried to stand in front of the king, and he managed to use his last bit of strength to turn and shield her. The king woke up and anxiously inquired about the princess's condition, relieved to find she was unharmed. In fact, when he fought with Ma Yisong, he realized he had been drugged with the weakening powder. However, this drug was a forbidden medicine of the Beastly tribe, and the fact that Ma Yisong had admitted he was colluding with the tribe. The king was about to ask Ma Yisong when he learned that Hu Dai had already taken him to the three elders. Upon hearing this news, the king and the princess rushed to the main hall. However, the elders insisted on following the law to punish Ma Yisong, and even the king's words were of no avail. The princess suddenly felt extremely uncomfortable and almost vomited. Seeing this, everyone suspected that she might be pregnant with the Beastly tribe's offspring. The king was about to explain when the princess urgently interrupted, claiming that she was indeed pregnant. Confused, the king saw the plea for help in her eyes and decided to go along with it, stating that they should not take lives at this time. Letting the king have offspring was the elders' wish, and Ma Yingzhang was the princess's family, so the elders would no longer make things difficult for them. Later, the princess went to meet Ma Yingzhang and told him that the Chun'er he encountered might have been someone else in disguise. After weighing the pros and cons, Ma Yingzhang finally decided to reveal the truth. This clarified the whole situation. The princess was relieved and exclaimed that she and Li Xiang could finally return to Dexia. However, Ma Yixing told her that no guard had left the Dexia palace except them. The princess learned from Ma Yixing that all palace guards have been in the Dexia imperial palace. The princess recalled her previous encounter with Li Xiang and suddenly realized that everything was too coincidental back then. As she went through all the experiences that followed, she finally understood why Li Xiang had always been so strange. If you love the story, like and subscribe for the next episode.